Hey, what's up guys, Andy here, and today we're reviewing over Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken Episode 8, The Grand Shibahama Festival. We're going with that. But, yeah, anyway though guys, this episode was absolutely insane, okay? I'm pretty okay with going on record saying this is my favorite episode so far, due to the fact that it had a little bit of everything. I've literally got more notes on this episode than I think any of the other episodes and a lot of my normal reviews. So we've got a lot of stuff to talk about in this one. It had a really cute ending, and I was seeing in the comments at Crunchyroll, people were saying they were crying and stuff, and I didn't get that emotional, but it was a very emotional exchange. Now, if I sound off in this video, my throat is kind of like hurting a little bit, and I've been spitting up phlegm. I think I've got a sinus infection, so hopefully that doesn't affect it all too much, but like I said, we got a lot to talk about, and I do want to go ahead and throw it out there. I've been working on a project now for a week, which probably isn't going to be anything insane compared to what other people can do in a week, but it's going to be coming out either Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning. So if y'all could check that out, it would really be very much appreciative. And yeah, with that being said, Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken Episode 8 review. Let's get it done. If y'all do enjoy this video, though, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and let's jump right into it.
They say you don't go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't want to be alone in the world out there.
So we start the episode off with them claiming that they got it done just in time again, and the only thing they didn't get to do was the voiceovers, but they're going to do those at opening. So they're going to actually live record those, not for the DVDs, but for just the audience there. We then cut into, Midori just kind of twerking and quirking around with stuff. I don't know if that's the term, but they're going over final sound and audio tracks to make sure everything sounds good. Then we cut over to this. I wasn't sure. A bunch of actors are talking about a production getting canceled because the director and screenwriter tried to murder the producer. So, it was really weird to see this pop up, but then it started to make sense. I seen this, and he says we can actually visit our daughter's culture festival thanks to this. Uh-oh, because these are Mizusaki's parents. And they go into her room and find out she's not there. And, other parents would probably freak out, but hers didn't. So we cut over to the guys. We cut over to the girls sitting here eating some ramen and talking. They're just getting ready for the big day of the festival and going over some things. And it's all just kind of like a great little scene of them staying up all night working. And then they cut into this scene to where Kaminari basically says, Mizusaki, you are going to be selling tickets, and we're going to have air conditioning in our auditorium. You're going to be the seller, the air conditioning is going to be the comfort, and our animation is going to blow them away. And she's like, well, my parents just called and told me that, or I think they texted her. They're coming to the performance. So this opens a whole new case of worms. We cut into our intro and title card here, the Grand Shibahama Festival. I'm going to stick with that. I don't know why, but I'm sticking with it. And we cut straight into the robotics club actually stepping up. They put a huge banner out in the middle of the street, and it basically is promoting Mizusaki being there and that they're about to launch a bunch of rockets. So they launch a bunch of rockets, and everything's going crazy, and everyone's starting to line up, and they're like, oh, Mizusaki, and we cut over to Kaminari, who is fucking blackmailing the shit out of the HVAC club, and they're like, he's like 23 degrees, she's like 18, he's like 20, she's like 16, and they stick on 16, and the reason why is she's got a bunch of pictures of them breaking school rules, and she was blackmailing them with it. And then we get the student council who come running through, and they're basically like, arrest all of them, and basically they're looking for people with these robots on. Now, Mizusaki was given one by one of the robotic club, kind of set these up to where there's a bunch of them. And if you use one, then you get to talk with Mizusaki or something at the performance. So they're trying to find her because she used a megaphone And they also use the rockets, so that was a breach of school code, so they can't do that, so they're in trouble. But they can't find the real one, and then Ono comes flying down this zip line after getting away from the security club, and he has a streamer on his back that says Robot Anime Screening featuring Tsubame Mizusaki. And he really gets a lot of outsiders from the school there, too. So we cut in, and they have a packed house. Like, it's insane. Huge crowd. Everyone made it, including Mizusaki's parents. Now, that's not the end of their problems, because we find out here that the student council can't touch them while they're in the venue. But once they step out of the venue, then it's game time. So we're about to have this screening for this anime, and the whole time the student council are just like, God, there's a lot of people here. You know, they're just pissed about this. And during the performance, Mizusaki's parents kind of have a revelation. They're like, you know, you remember how she used to dance and she would always mimic the stuff on TV? You can see it right there. That's her. That she did that work, because they could tell that she was making this animation off of her passion. And that was the end of it. They loved it. The DVD pre-orders are insane. They have a shitload of people lined up waiting. And they tell Mizusaki here basically, go out the back, we'll handle the rest of this. Go get us some food, chillax for a minute. You know, you've been working hard. So she heads out and she meets up with her parents, who are waiting for her, I guess. And they get the food and her parents pays for it. And she goes, have you ever been satisfied with a performance? And they're both like, no. And she's like, yeah, I get that now, you know. And we end up cutting back to Mizusaki taking the food back, and her parents walk up, and they're like, oh, are you Mizusaki's friends? And Midori's like, no, ma'am, we're her comrades. And it was such a cute moment. But yeah, with that being said, though, I love this episode. I don't care what anybody says. This was by far my favorite episode. I know my voice is going out right now. I can hear it myself. So I'm going to try to wrap this up. Long story short, great episode, 10 out of 10. Loved every second of it. The only thing I can see from here is, now that they got the whole Mizusaki's parents thing out of the way, this opens up a whole new door of opportunity. They can start doing more stuff, you know? But yeah, that's just my take on it. If y'all enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.
This is our identity.